The title of this video is not a clever hook. It's a real-time diagnosis. Right now, as you listen to my voice, a part of your old programming is generating the impulse to click away. You might feel a sudden restlessness, a thought that you have something more important to do, a flicker of boredom or skepticism. Feel it, acknowledge it, because that impulse is not you. It is the very thing we are here to dismantle. This isn't a metaphor. It is an observable phenomenon of consciousness, a deeply ingrained neurological feedback loop designed for one purpose: to keep your reality exactly as it has always been. The part of you that wants to leave is your old self, and its resistance is the final confirmation that you are in the right place. This is its final test, and your conscious choice to stay, to watch this video all the way to the end, is the act that breaks the spell. In the next 50 minutes, I will not give you more affirmations to repeat or more techniques to struggle with. Instead, I will give you the source code. I will show you precisely how to identify the algorithm that has been running your life. I will prove to you, in your own direct experience, that it is not who you are, and I will guide you step by step through the simple process of deactivating it for good. This is based on the most fundamental law of quantum reality, the principle of observation. The act of observing a system fundamentally changes it. For years, you have been trying to fight the system from within. You have been a character in the program trying to rewrite the code. It is an impossible, exhausting task. Today, you stop being the character. Today, you become the observer. By simply watching this video, you are stepping outside of the program and looking back at it. For the first time, you are observing the system that has been running you. And that observation is the beginning of its end. Let's talk about that feeling. That deep, recurring, exhausting frustration of being stuck. You know the one. That feeling of being on the very edge of a massive breakthrough, only to be pulled back, as if by an invisible elastic cord, into the same old habits, the same old thoughts, the same old emotional reactions. You do the work. You meditate, you visualize, you script. You understand the principles intellectually. You can feel the new reality. It's so close you can taste it. And yet, you wake up and the old patterns are still there, waiting for you like a shadow. This creates a painful dissonance, a sense of personal failure. You begin to ask, what is wrong with me? Why does this work for everyone else but not for me? That pain is the signature of the algorithm. That frustration is not a sign of your failure. It is the friction caused by the old program fighting against your expansion. It is the greatest indicator that you are ready for this. The program only fights this hard when its deletion is imminent. If you can feel the truth in this and you're choosing to stay for this test, signal your commitment by hitting the like button now. It's a declaration that you're ready. For decades, we've used the language of psychology and spirituality to describe this phenomenon. We've called it the ego, the shadow self, the pain body, self-sabotage. But these labels are heavy. They imply a personal flaw, a monster inside that must be slain. I want you to discard those labels. I want you to see it for what it truly is. It is a ghost in the machine. Imagine your consciousness is a pristine, infinitely powerful quantum computer. When you were born, it was a clean slate. But over the years, through repetition, trauma, and social conditioning, a piece of legacy software was installed, a program. This program is made of your past thoughts, your past emotions, your past choices, and your past reactions. It was designed for survival, to create predictable patterns and keep you safe within the known. We will call it the old self algorithm. This algorithm is not evil. It is not conscious. It is simply a program running on autopilot. And its primary directive is to maintain homeostasis. It maintains consistency. Any new thought, new feeling, or new choice that does not match its historical data is flagged as an error, a threat to the system. And its job is to neutralize that threat by pulling you back to the familiar baseline. That urge you felt to click away a few moments ago? That was the algorithm flagging this information as a system-threatening virus. By the end of this video, you will have passed the test. You will have proven, through your own sustained observation, that you are not the program. The great shift happens when you move from being run by the algorithm to being the conscious observer who can finally and permanently press delete. So you feel it. That subtle current of resistance. It isn't a demon, it isn't a flaw in your character, it's physics. Let's look at the mechanics of this ghost in your machine. Every thought you have ever had, every emotion you have ever felt, every choice you have ever made did not simply vanish. It created a ripple in the quantum field, an energetic signature. Over years of repetition, these ripples began to interfere with each other, creating a coherent, stable pattern, a standing wave of information. This standing wave is your old self. It is not a person. It is not sentient. It is a field of energy, held in place by deeply grooved neural pathways in your brain, and it has momentum. Like a river that has carved a canyon over millennia, it has a powerful tendency to keep flowing in the same direction. It is a systemic force whose only prime directive is survival. And for a pattern of energy, survival means one thing: consistency. It must maintain its own vibrational integrity. It must keep things the same. This is why you feel the pull backwards. This is why breakthroughs so often feel temporary. You are not fighting a memory. You are pushing against a coherent field of energy that has the weight of your entire past behind it. It operates with a cold, impersonal, systemic intelligence. It is not evil. It is simply efficient. So, let's give it its proper name. Let's stop personalizing it and start analyzing it. We will call it the old self algorithm. An algorithm is a set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. The old self algorithm is a biological and energetic program whose sole function is to maintain homeostasis. It continuously scans your present moment experience, your thoughts, feelings, choices, and perceptions, and compares them to its vast archive of historical data, your past. If your new thought does not compute with the old data, it is rejected. If your new emotional state is too far from the familiar frequency of the past, it is rejected. If your new choice leads into a reality that doesn't match the algorithm's predictive model, it is rejected. So, what is the old self really? It's not a person. It's a predictable, automated program designed to keep your reality consistent. Its job is to ensure that who you are today is a 99.9% match with who you were yesterday. It's a survival mechanism that has outlived its usefulness. It was designed to keep you safe in a predictable world, but it has now become the cage that prevents you from entering a new one. This is why all the old methods fail. This is why fighting it, struggling against it, and even trying to heal it is an exhausting, losing battle. Imagine you are a character in a computer program. You become aware that you are inside a program and you don't like the script. So you start fighting the other characters. You try to punch the walls of the simulation. You scream affirmations that you are free. But everything you are doing, every punch, every scream, every act of resistance, is still being rendered by the program's code. You are using the program's own mechanics to fight the program. All you are doing is reinforcing the code. You are validating the system by engaging with it on its terms. The algorithm loves a good fight. The struggle generates the very emotions, frustration, anger, hopelessness, that are part of its core programming. When you fight your old self, you are feeding it the exact energy it needs to remain strong. You are validating its existence by making it your enemy. It is a perfect, self-perpetuating loop, and you have been trapped inside of it for years. Think back to the last 24 hours. Can you pinpoint one moment where an old, irrational impulse tried to pull you back, even for a second? That was the algorithm, the impulse to check your phone when you were trying to focus. The sudden wave of anxiety when things were going well. The familiar, cynical thought that dismissed a new opportunity. That wasn't you. That was a subroutine running, a line of code executing to pull your energy back to the baseline, back to the familiar. So what is the answer? If you can't fight it, what do? This is the key. This is the intellectual turning point upon which your entire reality will pivot. You do not need to change the algorithm. You only need to change who you identify with. The entire trap is based on one false assumption, the belief that you are the algorithm. You believe you are your thoughts, your impulses, your conditioned emotional reactions. But you are not. You are the awareness that is observing them. You are not the character in the program. You are the silent, empty screen on which the program is running. The breakthrough isn't in rewriting the code from within. The breakthrough is realizing you are not the code at all. You are the one watching it. This shift in identity is everything. It is the key that unlocks the door to the control room. Because from the position of the observer, you are no longer a victim of the program. You are its administrator. For your entire life, you have operated under one fundamental, unquestioned assumption: the great paradox. We believe we are the sum of our thoughts, feelings, and impulses. We believe that the voice in our head is our own, that the sudden wave of anxiety, the familiar sting of doubt, the pull of a destructive habit, is us. This is the central lie that has kept your reality locked in place. The revelation is this: you are the silent, conscious space in which those things appear. The urge to skip this video is appearing within you, but it is not of you. Think of your awareness as the clear, infinite sky. The thoughts, the feelings, the impulses of the old self algorithm, they are just clouds passing through. They are weather patterns, they are not the sky itself. You have been living your life believing you are a storm, when you have always been the sky that holds the storm. This single perceptual shift changes the entire game. It means the resistance you feel is not your resistance. The doubt that whispers in your mind is not your doubt. The fear that constricts your chest is not your fear. They are automated outputs. They are lines of code being executed by the old self algorithm. They are phantom signals from a program whose only function is to maintain a past reality. You don't have to engage them. You don't have to heal them, fix them, or transform them. You just have to stop claiming them as your own. For years, you have been in a heroic battle against your own mind, trying to force change, trying to wrestle your thoughts into submission, trying to affirm your way out of a program you didn't even know was running. It's like trying to fight your own reflection in a mirror. The more you struggle, the more the reflection struggles back. The more energy you pour into the fight, the stronger the program becomes because your attention is its power source. The new approach is not a struggle. It is a surrender. Not a surrender to the old patterns, but a surrender of the fight against them. The work is no longer to push, to force, or to affirm. The work is simply to observe. The act of pure, non-judgmental observation is the master key. When a thought of doubt arises, you don't fight it. You don't believe it. You simply notice it. Ah, there is doubt. You see it for what it is, an automated output of the algorithm, an echo. By observing it without getting entangled in its story, you separate your identity from the program. You cut its power supply. A program that is not being run, a program that is not being identified with, has no energy. It starves. It withers. It goes dormant. What if that feeling of resistance you're fighting isn't even yours? What if it's just an echo from a program you're about to uninstall? Let that sink in. This is the quantum shift explained simple. You stop identifying with the data stream of the past and anchor your identity in the silent observer that is watching it. This is the ultimate identity transformation. You are not a person trying to achieve a quantum shift. You are not a flawed human being trying to escape your past. You are the quantum consciousness itself. You are the infinite field of awareness, observing an old personality program, a collection of memories, habits, and emotional reactions as it finally winds down. You are not the machine. You are the coder who has just gained access to the terminal. You are the consciousness that was here before the program was installed, and you will be here long after it is deleted. From this moment forward, you see the thoughts, you feel the feelings, but you know with unshakable certainty that they are not what you are. They are simply what you are observing. This algorithm isn't theoretical. It's not a clever concept, it's running right now. As you continue to watch, as your awareness continues to hold its focus here, the old self algorithm will deploy its three primary defense mechanisms. It has to. Its survival depends on it. Think of it as an automated security system designed to protect an old, empty building. I am about to give you the source code. Read it. See it for yourself as it executes in your own consciousness in real time. This is how you prove to yourself beyond all doubt that you are not the program. The first defense is its most common, the subroutine of distraction. Notice it. A sudden, inexplicable urge to do something else. Anything else. Your phone, sitting just within reach, suddenly feels intensely important. A text you must answer. An email you must check. The impulse will feel like your own. It is expertly crafted to feel that way. That little itch in your back. The sudden awareness of a sound outside your window. A car passing. A dog barking. These things were happening before, but now the algorithm flags them, amplifies them, presenting them to your awareness as something that requires your immediate attention. Its goal is simple: to break your focus, to shatter the coherent beam of your observation. Because your sustained, focused observation is the very thing that is deleting it. The impulse to skip this video, that feeling you may have felt minutes ago, is this subroutine's master command. It is its most powerful weapon. If you are still here, you have already overcome its primary attack. That should tell you everything you need to know about how much of a threat this information is to that old program. Now watch for the smaller attacks, the micro distractions. They are proof. If distraction fails, the algorithm deploys its second line of code, the subroutine of doubt. This one is more insidious. It doesn't attack your focus, it attacks the very information you are focusing on. Thoughts will be injected directly into your mind stream. This is nonsense. I've heard all this before. This is just spiritual bypassing. This won't work for my specific problem. This is too simple to be the answer. Recognize these phrases. They are not the product of your own intelligent, discerning mind. Your true intelligence is curious, open. This is different. This is a targeted, repetitive script. It's the algorithm's firewall, attempting to label this new data as a virus so that your system rejects it. It generates thoughts that create a feeling of intellectual superiority or cynical weariness. It wants you to feel like you are too smart, too experienced, to fall for something like this, but it isn't you. It is a predictable, automated defense. It's a line of code designed to protect the integrity of the old reality. When you hear it, don't argue with it. Just see it and smile. You're reading the code. If distraction and doubt both fail, the algorithm has one last desperate measure, its last resort, the subroutine of emotional hijacking. If it can't get you to look away and it can't convince you this is worthless, it will do the only thing it has left to do. It will try to change your emotional state. Out of nowhere, you might feel a sudden pang of sadness. A memory from years ago, completely unrelated to this moment, will surface. A flash of anger about a conversation from yesterday. A sudden, sharp spike of anxiety about a future task. This is not random. This is a hijack. The algorithm knows it thrives in the energetic frequencies of those old familiar states. Sadness, anger, fear, guilt. It is trying to pull you out of this state of clear, neutral awareness and drag you back into the emotional mud where it has the home field advantage. It is trying to change the channel. By triggering an old emotional loop, it pulls your energy, your life-giving attention away from this moment of breakthrough and back into feeding the past. Distraction, doubt, emotional hijacking. These are not your failings. They are not your weaknesses. They are the predictable, observable death throes of a program that knows it's being uninstalled. So from this moment forward, you will not be a victim of these subroutines. You will be a researcher, a detective. You will greet them with a calm, detached awareness. Ah, there's the distraction code. Hello, doubt subroutine. I see you. Interesting. The emotional hijack is running. This turns the entire test from a struggle against yourself into a game you can't lose, because the very act of seeing the program is the act of winning. In the comments, share which of these 3 lines of code your old self runs most often. By naming it, we expose it. We drag it from the shadows of unconscious operation into the light of collective awareness. I want to witness the moment you see the program. You understand it. You've seen the evidence in real time. You have passed the test intellectually. Now let's make it permanent. Let's embody this certainty. If it is safe for you to do so, I invite you to gently close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath. And just for a moment, I want you to tune into the familiar energy of the old self algorithm. Don't resist it. Just sense it. Feel that familiar low-grade hum of anxiety, the subtle static of doubt, the tangled weight of limitation. Let's give it a form. Imagine it as a cloud of turbulent static floating a few feet in front of you. Or perhaps it's a dense, tangled web of glowing, chaotic code. See it there, completely separate from you. Recognize its signature frequency, the feeling that has run in the background of your life for so long. This is the program. This is not you. Now, I want you to shift your focus. Let the cloud of static be there and gently move your awareness from it to the space behind it. Shift your attention to the silent, conscious space that is observing this cloud. Feel into that space, your true awareness. The observer. Feel its nature. It is vast. It is silent. It is unshakably still. It has no opinion about the cloud of static. It has no fear of it. It is simply aware that it is there. This stillness. This is your true home. This is your genuine identity. Settle into this vast, peaceful awareness. Let it be the ground of your being. Now, from this space of profound stillness, from this seat of the true you, simply look upon the cloud of static. Observe the tangled web of code. Do not try to fix it. Do not try to push it away. Do not judge it or analyze it, just watch it. Witness it with a neutral, detached curiosity, the way you would watch clouds passing in the sky. Your attention is the most powerful currency in the universe. And for years, you have been feeding this algorithm with your attention, with your belief. Now, you are simply withdrawing that energy. You are starving it of its fuel source, just by watching. Notice what happens as you rest in the stillness of the observer, as you withdraw your focus and your belief. Notice how the cloud begins to dim. The static becomes quieter. The tangled code begins to lose its electric charge. It has no power of its own, it never did. It only ever had the power you gave it, and you are now taking it back. Keep watching as it fades, dissolves, becomes transparent, fading back into the nothing from which it came, leaving only the clear, silent, peaceful space of your true awareness. Rest here for a moment, in this clarity, in this quiet. Now, very gently, begin to bring your awareness back to the room around you, back to the feeling of your body. When you are ready, you can slowly open your eyes. As you return to this moment, what is the single word that defines the feeling of your true awareness, now that the old static is gone? Clarity, peace, stillness. Hold that word. Feel it. This is your new baseline. This is the real you. The test is over. You passed. Let that land. The old program, the ghost in your machine, has been observed. The connection has been severed. It no longer has administrative access to your consciousness. You are no longer a person trapped inside a pattern, hoping to escape. You are the consciousness that designs the patterns. You have moved from being a character in the simulation to being the architect at the console. The intellectual and emotional test of this video is complete. But the real test, the one you came here for, is the test of living. So now we integrate. We make this new state your default reality. Here's how to pass the final test of consciousness every single day from now on. These are not affirmations. These are not mental tricks. These are operational protocols for your new operating system. The first protocol is the observational pause. Inevitably, a ghost of the old algorithm will appear. It might be a familiar flicker of anxiety when you check your email, a sudden impulse to procrastinate on your most important work, or a wave of doubt when you look in the mirror. For a while, these echoes will continue to ping your system out of sheer momentum. The old reality was held in place by powerful energetic habits, and they take a moment to fully dissipate. The old you would have done one of two things: either believe the thought and spiral into the old pattern, or try to fight it, resist it, and push it away. Both actions feed the algorithm energy. Believing it gives it power. Fighting it gives it focus. Your new protocol is radically different. When the ghost appears, that thought, that feeling, that impulse, you do nothing. You simply pause. You take a single conscious breath, and you label it with the detached precision of a scientist observing a phenomenon. You say to yourself silently or out loud, observation, legacy code detected, or noted, anxiety subroutine running, or simply old program. This act is a declaration of identity. In that single moment of observation, you are not the anxiety. You are the awareness that notices the anxiety. You are not the doubt. You are the consciousness that detects the subroutine of doubt. You are not the program. You are the programmer. This isn't a fight. It's a diagnosis. You are simply observing the last remnants of a deinstalled program trying to run on a new operating system. It has no power here anymore. The pause in the label reinforces your new position as the observer, starving the old code of the one thing it needs to survive, your belief that it is you. The second protocol immediately follows the first. It's called the new command prompt. After you have paused and observed the legacy code, you have created a space, a moment of pure potential between the old impulse and your next action. This space is your power. It is the command prompt of your reality. In the old system, that space was filled automatically by a reaction, a programmed response. Now you fill it consciously. After labeling the old code, observation, legacy code detected, you consciously issue a new direct command. This is not a fluffy, hopeful affirmation. It is an operational order. It is a decision that moves energy. If the legacy code was doubt about starting a new project, your sequence would be pause, breathe. Observation, doubt subroutine detected. Then the new command. Action, open the document and write one sentence. If the legacy code was social anxiety before a meeting, the sequence would be pause, breathe. Observation, fear program running. Then the new command. Directive. Enter the room and connect with one person. Notice the language. It is clear. It is decisive. It is the language of a creator, not a victim. You are not asking the universe for permission. You are not hoping you'll feel better. You are issuing a command to your own system and, by extension, to the quantum field that organizes around your choices. Legacy command. Procrastination. New command. Take the first smallest step. Legacy command. Self-criticism. New command. State one objective fact of progress. Legacy command. Fear of the unknown. New command. Proceed with curious exploration. You are telling your reality what the new program is. You are writing the new code one choice at a time. The third and final protocol solidifies your new reality on the physical plane. It is called environmental recalibration. The old self algorithm wasn't just in your head. It was encoded in your routines, your habits, and your environment. The way you get your coffee, the route you drive to work, the first app you open on your phone. These were all triggers that kept the old program running on autopilot. To make your new operating system permanent, you must destabilize these old environmental triggers. For the next 7 days, I want you to consciously change just 3 small things in your daily routine. They don't have to be big. In fact, small is better. If you always put your right shoe on first, put your left on first. If you always take the same route to work, take a different one, even if it's just for a block. If you always drink from the same mug, use a different one. Change the order of your morning routine. Brush your teeth before you shower instead of after. These tiny conscious shifts might seem insignificant, but they are seismic to the old algorithm. Each change sends a powerful message throughout your entire neurological and energetic system. The autopilot is off. The conscious architect is now in control. You are creating new neural pathways. You are disrupting the feedback loop that told your body and mind that today was the same as yesterday. You are actively demonstrating, on the material plane, that a new operator is at the helm. This isn't just a mental shift. It becomes a physical, lived reality. The test is over. You are the new operating system. What is the first conscious, new command you will issue to your reality? The very first choice you'll make differently. The moment this video ends, you have done it. You have observed and detached from the old self-algorithm. The interference that was blocking your creations, the static that was distorting your signal, is gone. You now have a clear channel. This stillness you feel is not an absence of something. It is the presence of everything. It is the raw potential of the quantum field, waiting for its first command from a new operator, from you. But freedom from the old program is only the first step. A critical one, yes. The test you just passed was the price of admission. But the next, more exciting step is freedom to consciously create. With a clear channel, with no legacy software running interference, what can you now broadcast into the quantum field? What new worlds can you begin to write into existence, now that the old code is no longer auto-correcting your every command back to the past? We have spent this time together debugging the system. Now, we begin the work of divine architecture. This is where the true power of the observer becomes manifest. Because when the silent, potent power of your new awareness meets the fundamental physics of quantum entanglement, reality doesn't just change, it becomes a canvas. This is the next level of your mastery. It's the transition from being the observer who deletes the old reality to the architect who writes the new one. And it operates on a principle so profound, so immediate, it will change your relationship with time itself. It is the science of how your new state of consciousness is not just going to create your future. It is already, instantly, and inextricably connected to it. Subscribe and turn on all notifications because in the next video, Quantum Entanglement Explained, how your new consciousness is already connected to your future. We move beyond deleting the old program and start writing the new one. You passed the test, don't miss your graduation, you have done the impossible. You watched a system that was designed to make you look away. You stayed present through its final defense mechanisms. You chose awareness over automation. You passed the test. Welcome to your new reality. The real work, the joyous work, begins now.